For the comedic face of Marvel, Deadpool has had some surprisingly tender moments. He's been building his family into something more lasting than just a few fourth wall breaking jokes. Now, his legacy might even outlast his healing factor as Deadpool finally dies in his latest comic, and his last words are calling out his own daughter's name.
Any last words?
Moist.
Deadpool has had as many phases as he's had Deadpool costumes, but this recent turn as a family man was no phase. In Deadpool number 6 by Cody Ziegler, Roger Antonio, Guru EFX and Joe Sabino, the villain Deathgrip returns to finish the job of killing Deadpool. Only this time, no healing factor can save him. Deathgrip starts by cutting off Deadpool's limbs, but when Deadpool doesn't start to regenerate, he knows something's wrong. With an incantation, Deathgrip does with magic what villains have been trying to do for years. He finally kills Deadpool. And the worst part is that Deadpool doesn't think about himself for a moment when he's dying. Instead, his only thoughts are with his daughter, as Wade cries and calls out Ellie's name with his last dying breath.
Don't remember me like this. Remember me stuffed like a sausage into that NYPD softball uniform.
Ellie Camacho is Wade Wilson's daughter, and more than that, Ellie is succeeding her father as the newest version of Deadpool. She first appeared in Deadpool number 19 by Jerry Duggan, Brian Posen, Declan Shelvey, Jordan Belair, and Sabino, where she brought a more serious side to Deadpool's otherwise unhinged antics. In this story, Wade Wilson decided to keep his distance from her after discovering her existence and that she might live a normal life and be safe from any pain his lifestyle would cause her. From the very beginning, since he knew of her existence, the only thing Deadpool has been thinking about was his daughter Ellie. Now, in the current Deadpool run by Ziegler and Antonio, Ellie has been reintroduced with similar powers to her father and some hefty training by Deadpool's semi-friend Taskmaster. She has joined his quirky family alongside Taskmaster, Deadpool and her sister, a symbiote dog-like creature named Princess, who is arguably as funny as Deadpool. In the previous issue, when Deadpool was losing the battle against Deathgrip, Ellie rode on Princess to save the day, already heralding her coming in as the new Deadpool. Just as he is coming to life again in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it seems wait time as Deadpool is drawing to a close. As silly as his comics are, they are usually filled with a ton of heart, considering just how wide his family has gotten. This run has seen Deadpool begin to settle down, happy with his family and his team, to prepare the way for his daughter to succeed him.
Oh, it's so hard to go.
However, Deadpool reveals his heart by asking Ellie not to kill during her latest mission, which is now one of the last things he tells his daughter besides that he loves her. It's important that a comedic character like Deadpool has a sudden and serious moment here, revealing that a life of killing is not what he wants for his daughter. As much as Wade is proud of her for stepping into his shoes, his love for her comes out of the simple rule: if Ellie begins to kill, then she falls into the world Deadpool doesn't want to see her enter. All every father wants is a better world for their children, and the merc with a mouth is no exception. Deadpool is a character backed by trauma and pain. His cells are constantly dying of cancer and regenerating with his healing factor, meaning Wade Wilson is constantly in pain. Yet he is able to make light of every situation and bring laughs to comic readers everywhere. After all the pain Wade has gone through in the Marvel Universe, it was nice to see him so blissfully happy for a moment, proud of his daughter and kicking his feet up as though in retirement.
I'm retired.
Retired.
That's right.
Retired.
In the most heartbreaking panels ever, a dying Wade Wilson calls out to his daughter. All of Wade Wilson's jokes are just his exterior, like his mask. When it comes down to it, the core of Deadpool is his love for his daughter. He's certainly not Batman in the way that he deals with his children and protégés. His last words are also a kind of torch passing in general. He calls out to his daughter, his only reason to stay alive, and she will respond in her own way by answering the call to become Deadpool. While Deadpool has several official children in continuity, none of them can match Ellie Camacho. As Wade Wilson finally dies in Marvel's comic continuity, his daughter is ready to take on the mantle in the very next issue, ushering in a brand new era of the Merc with a Mouth. While fans will certainly miss Wade Wilson's antics, the heartbreaking last words of Deadpool won't soon be forgotten, as he calls out the name of the one thing he loved most in the world.
I love her, man!